Faith, Belief in Action. Randy Ollis is finding people who are guided by their faith from all religions, denominations, and walks of life, and sharing their stories with you. From the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is Finding Faith.
Welcome to the Finding Faith Podcast. I'm Randy Ollis, and on this episode, I'll talk to Seth Irwin, conservator for Indiana State Library. He's going to be talking about a rare 14th-century Bible that they have on display. On this Finding Faith segment here today, I am at the Indiana State Library. I have Seth Irwin with me. You are the conservator, is that right,
yes,
here at the library? Right. Seth, we can go on all day talking about this, but we have the Darlington Bible with us now. Tell us about that.
So this is a Bible that the library has had in its collection since it was donated to us in the 1950s by the Darlington family. It is a 14th century medieval Bible. It's one Bible, but it's two volumes. And every page is parchment. It's actually animal skin parchment.
So this is made out of animal skin.
It's made out of animal skin. We believe it's goat or sheep, and you can tell it based on the pattern in the pages. You can actually see the hair follicles.
Amazing.
From the original animal. Every page is hand painted and hand drawn. So yeah, it's quite something.
So when people come, and by the way, this is not in English, this is done in Latin, right?
It's in Latin. Our belief is that based on the examination by a gentleman, David Guran, who's the medieval manuscript curator for Notre Dame. He did a 2-day examination of this, and we believe it's Italian in origin, but there's multiple scribes. There are multiple people that wrote this. Okay. And so we believe it's Italian and Catalonian in origin. So, yeah. Okay, now, the authenticity of this, how do you know for sure? Oh yeah, it is. Well, we've been able to track the provenances back at least about 200 or so years. It would be hard to fake something like this. It's all hand painted. I mean, it's there are hundreds of animals that every page is animal skin. So you'd have hundreds of animals that would have been part of this Bible. And
this is the original, except for the binding, right?
The binding, we think sometime in the late 19th century it was rebound again. It's had several versions of rebinding. This is far from the original binding. This is a contemporary 19th century binding, and so it came up to the lab because it was. To the conservation lab because the covers of the Bible were broken off and it needed some repair work, but it was only to the binding, not to the interior of the book.
So why do you call it the mystery of the Darlington Bible?
Because we don't really know much about it. It's a very odd Bible. There isn't a lot known about. To my understanding, there isn't a lot known about the Spanish and Italian ones. It's a less common Bible, as we can trace it back to around 200 years, but before that, we don't know how it got to London. From some abbey or monastery in Italy. It's a 700-year-old book. So.
And how did you stumble on this again? This was given to you, and everything is given to the state library.
Yeah, it was donated to the state library. This was brought up because this year, this lab, we're focusing a lot of our work this year on our government documents division, and so this was brought up as part of a year-long project to do work on the material in that division that needs work, and so this was. It was requested by a patron, and Marcia Caudell, who's our government documents librarian, thought it should come up and needed work, and it was brought up, and I had not seen it before, and so we thought it would be worth sharing. Yeah.
This is your passion in life, isn't it?
Yeah, I've been doing this now for gosh, almost 15 years now. So this is, I think, one of the oldest things I've ever worked on. So
you worked on a lot of things here, and where would you rank this based on your 15 years here? Is this the most exciting, or
it's definitely,
how do you describe it?
It's one of the most interesting things that I've ever worked on. I think it's the oldest thing I've ever worked on. It's very humbling to be around this. It's the book is, the Bible's 700 years old. It's I mean, the things that it's seen and the places it's traveled. Several people spent years writing this Bible, by hand. So, I mean, the penmanship is incredible. I mean, you can go through it and, you don't see anybody, nothing's been crossed out. Right. I mean, somebody wrote this perfectly from the beginning.
In Latin.
In Latin, right.
I'll read it to you sometime. Wink, wink, wink here.
It really is something. It's a thing of beauty. I mean, it's really it's lived in private hands for at least the last 200 or so years. So it really hasn't seen much light or much usage, and the pigments are absolutely impeccable, which is quite rare for these. Usually they're in a lot worse condition than this. This has really not seen much usage at all, which means everything's in almost perfect condition.
Yeah, and this is our Finding Faith segment. So is this for all faiths here, or is it just Christianity, or how do you do that?
It predates the King James Bible by several hundred years, but there's a lot of there's a lot of language crossover. It's all in Latin. I'll be on in full honesty, I can't read it. But there is a lot of similarity in terms of the language, and I would say it's for all faiths, but I mean in the same matter that churches in Europe that that may have been linked to Christianity, people still love to go see them.
Historians, and people like that, and everybody comes here.
It really is.
So when I think of the Bible, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Genesis, Exodus, blah blah blah. But that's what this is. Then?
There is. You can go through it and see the different chapters of Genesis and Exodus and things like that. They're actually identified at the top, but the language is probably quite different from what you know of as in the King James Bible. As I said, since it's in Latin, I can't tell you the difference.
Why not? I want you to.
I wish I could. So it came up here. We didn't do anything with the text, but we did have to put the Bible. We had to put it back together again. It wasn't a functioning book that anyone could handle, and also the way in the boxes, the storage boxes that it was in, were late 19th century storage boxes, and were causing a lot of damage. So in addition to fixing the Bible, we also made new custom storage boxes for each one too, and they're pillowed on the inside to prevent abrasion to the leather, and So how long can you preserve this? Hopefully for hundreds of years. Hopefully,
on and on.
Yeah, hopefully it will outlive me, and the next time somebody needs to work on it will be long after I'm gone. We've put a lot of work into repairing the spine and restabilizing it. It's a very solid book now, so hopefully we'll.
So here at the Indiana State Library, people can come see this. It's free, right?
Yeah.
There's no charge to get in here.
We are a public collection. This is owned by everyone. I mean, we are. If you are a taxpayer of Indiana, you own this as much as I do.
I'm taking it home then.
It's granted, there are obviously you can't check it out and take it home with you.
Right.
But we do have reading rooms. We have some very beautiful reading rooms here that you can come look at this under supervision. But
let me ask you another question. I already know the answer here. I thought that when you came and you looked at the Darlington Bible that it's in a box or it's encased or whatever, but people can actually pull it out and thumb through it and read it, right?
Under supervision,
I'm
yes.
Shocked.
Yeah.
Under supervision.
Under supervision, yes.
I mean, you're not worried like the fingerprints or somebody ripping a page out or whatever?
As I said, under supervision.
That's amazing. I mean, there's historians out there.
That's what we are. We're a research-driven library, and we are everybody's librry.
It's amazing, truly amazing. So, anything else you want to add about this?
No, it really is something else. I hope we have a program on That's right, after the fact.
Okay, that's okay.
Dave Gora, who's from Notre Dame, who's one of the leading experts in medieval material, came down on Saturday and gave a lengthy program on the context behind this Bible and the language and what medieval Bibles are, and
people ask questions and get answers and
yeah,
everything.
Yeah,
So.
and yeah.
So this goes back to the 14th century?
14th century, 1300s.
Is this the oldest thing that you have on file here, or do you go back even farther?
We do have some cuneiform tablets here. We also have also Darlington donated a 1520 copy of the Book of Hours. We have that here as well.
Okay.
That's part of that's within our rare books and manuscripts division. But this, if you were to list the top 5 oldest things we have in this building, this would be in that top 5.
Yeah. You have to love your job.
Sometimes.
What job? Yeah, sometimes. That's right.
This is one of the more glamorous. My job is not always this glamorous. A lot of my time is spent taking tape off of things.
Yeah,
and
I bet.
Staples and holes and tears and things like that.
I'm a person who's not really into history and things like that. My wife is, but I'm not. But I'm still fascinated to see things that go way back.
This is one of the more fun projects, as opposed to my daily job, which is often removing like melted rubber bands and 50-year-old crusty tape and rusty staples, and it's not always that glamorous. But this is what makes it fun.
Well, this is great. So just we'll wrap it up here.
Sure.
But how about the hours that people can come visit at the library? Are you open 7 days a week, or?
We are open 5 days a week, and then one Saturday a month.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And your location is?
We're in downtown on the Capitol campus. We are right across the street from the Indiana Historical Society on Ohio and Senate. So, yeah.
And anybody comes through here, how long do you think it would take them to look at everything?
Well, we had one of the world's leading scholars to look through everything in the library. People can spend a lifetime here.
I bet they can.
Yeah, we have some staff members who have been here decades and are still finding neat things.
Okay, well, this is amazing. So we'll probably be back again to talk to you about something else. So.
Oh, we love it. We love it. Yeah.
All right, this is Seth. Appreciate it, Seth Irwin, the conservator here at the Indiana State Library. So thank you very much.
Well, it's my pleasure. Thank you.
I'm Randy Ollis. Thanks for joining me in the Finding Faith podcast. Join me again next time as I share more stories of people who are guided by their faith. If this podcast has touched you, I hope you'll share it with a friend. If you have a story you want to share, go to lifestylelive.tv and click on the contact button.
This is Finding Faith with Randy Ollis. Be sure to like and subscribe to this podcast, and be sure to check out other great podcasts on the All Indiana Podcast Network online at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.